Hello Galactic family. What should I do with my sick dog? Question. My beloved puppy. Masters, we have planned emigration abroad. We have a poodle puppy that are 11 years old. He has cataracts in both eyes and I already have the diagnosis that it is not operable. Also caught leishmaniasis, and this requires ongoing treatment with periodic vaccinations and medication. He is a very temperamental, eager puppy. Very clingy with me. I love him like a son, but I do not know what to do. If I take him, our trips and even rent the house will be more restricted. Besides, I'm not sure if I can. Veterinarians do not know either his veterinary passport to exit and entry in another country, due to leishmaniasis. I'm afraid I'll get there and not let them in. Leaving here does not have anyone I trust or pay. My question is whether it is a drastic measure to hand him over to Mother Gaia and keep the memories, or face the whole bureaucracy, and still not sure that I will be able to carry and pass it on immigration. He is much loved by us, by the children, my children, and especially by me. But I know that to start a new life, my luggage has to be as small as possible, and avoid the restriction of means of seeking a new place and adaptation. My heart cries just thinking. I do not know what to do. Please give me a perspective that I may not be seeing, for separating me from him will be painful anyway. And I have no confidence in anyone to care for him, because he will spend the days waiting for me, an idea that I could not bear. I thank you. Answer. Dear daughter, you know that in this experience that lives in this incarnation, you receive several calls. But one must pay attention to those who really are the ones called from the heart. You are repeatedly triggered and given signs to decide the path of least suffering, which is often not what materialized in your mind, but rather the one that will lead you to live with a light heart. Ask your heart. What would be the scenario that would bring you more warmth, love and happiness? Learn to listen to what your heart says, my dear. I'm Rowena. I need to conquer my financial independence. Question. Beloved Masters, thank you for this opportunity to speak with you. Not long ago, I left an egregore that participated, and I feel very guilty for having abandoned the spiritual master. I am a medium and I am aware that I must commit myself to this commitment that I have signed with spirituality before coming to this plane. But first, I need to achieve my financial independence, since my situation bothers me a lot and makes me dependent on my family, and it will be possible, in my opinion, if I go through a public contest. I know that everything I live here, in this world, is fleeting and that matter should not matter so much. I also think that I am being selfish and having a life totally focused on myself. But Masters, how can I dedicate myself to spirituality and to others, if I am not yet able to be totally independent? Answer. My beloved brother, you do not seek in life, carrying innumerable unnecessary burdens on your path, spiritual burdens, financial burdens. Realize that they all lead you into a state of doubting yourself, seeking security in everything you do. This is the result of his own inner insecurity, the lack of confidence that he is on the best path. Seek the security of being spiritually supported, seeking to be sure that you will be financially free. All this shows the immaturity of how you observe life. You do not need, for your evolution, to bind yourself to a spiritual egregore, just as you do not need to be assured that you will have enough in your life. Disengage yourself from all this, follow the path of your heart lightly. If you desire public office, seek it lightly and balance it with your spiritual life. Take life gently and without so many commitments at all. At the end, my brother, everything will change and you will not even remember how everything happened. Leave guilt aside, compromise with whatever, and build your life only, that by itself, it will lead you to the best path of your own growth. Commitment, son, is just this, with your own way in building your inner confidence, for that is what you lack in life. Be in peace. I am Gregory Chico Xavier. How to know the mission of the space where I serve? Question. I have a space in the village where a lot of people go. I was reminded of the importance of harmonizing this space frequently. For this, I have appealed to a person who through the radionic table does energy cleansing in space, in me, in my family and, still, in the house where I live. I would like you to talk about the mission of space, because my daughter admits the possibility of closing it. We accuse great wear and tear. I feel that my daughter is losing the strength and enthusiasm that initially moved her, and I have moments when I feel very weak and very insecure. I would also like to know if the harmonization with the radionic table has the desired effect, since I usually do not feel any effect on myself. Thank you to all who contribute to this opportunity. Thanks. Answer. My beloved sister, I know of your good intention to help those who need it. But you must recognize the limits of help and know that not everything that is put before you can be worked on. Although you have the energy to move old constraints, you need to recognize the limit of what you should and should not move. In the terrestrial world there is still a lot of individual and collective consciousness, linked to heavy karma, some of it even at threshold level, and often when moving certain constraints, is tinkering with points that do not yet have the energy anchor to support. In this case, open energies that you do not know as you move karma without the authorization of spiritual and karmic advice. Whenever you are working on internal restrictions, you need to open yourself to the guidance of the guides, who through your intuition, will tell you what should or should not be worked on a brother. By working restrictions without authorization, it moves dense energies that still exist in your world and are not ripe to be purified, that have not fulfilled the cycle of teaching. And in so doing you open the doors for these energies to reach all those around you. The work can be done, but always with responsibility, recognizing the limits of acting of the mediumship. Be in peace, daughter. I'm Kuthumi. What happens in our body as we meditate? Question. Dear Masters, I would like to know what happens in our body, speaking energetically, while we are meditating? I ask, because whenever I meditate I feel a wave of energy that circulates to me and it seems that I am floating. Gratitude. Answer. Daughter. The energy you feel is that of your inner silence. What he describes as fluctuation is nothing more than the freedom of his spirit from his deep silence, from the focus within him. And that energy that it feels to go around is nothing more than its own sacred energy at a level of expansion. It is the flame of your heart to shine from your silence. Be in peace. I'm a master nothing